now to a Pinpoint Weather 12 alert.
Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca is here. You know, I can't remember the last time we had a heat wave in June.
It's rare. It's usually like a 20% kind of a frequency as far as getting heat waves this time of year. But hottest day of the season so far of this heat wave, 93 degrees. Now the beaches are very warm as well. They're just not as hot, but I mean, it's not cool. It's around 83, 84 degrees along the South Shore. Also want to point out that the poor air quality alert, take a look, continues now through 11 o'clock this evening. Those areas shaded in gray, high concentrations of ground level ozone. So the heat, the humidity, and the air quality as well. We take a look at Easton's Beach in Newport. It is not cool. It's very warm. It's just not as hot as inland areas, but essentially beach temperatures at this hour are in the lower 80s. Threat tracker remains elevated right now for obvious reasons because of the heat and the humidity. And while we may not make it to 90 on Friday, we'll more than likely stay in alert. And the reason why is specifically Friday afternoon and early evening. Very warm, like mid 80s, very humid, with scattered showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon. Some could be strong, heavy, downpours, some gusty winds, some frequent lightning. So be mindful of that if you have plans outdoors tomorrow, the second half of the day during the afternoon and into early tomorrow evening. We'll talk more about that in just a second. There's actually a severe thunderstorm watch for the areas in yellow. Essentially, Worcester points north, does not include southeastern New England, but we will watch the radar to our north. But getting storms up in northern New England, that includes up in Loudon, where the race is located. So that's severe thunderstorm watch for this evening. Most of the storm activity is north of the Mass Pike and into northern New England. So this is a front. It's a stationary front for now, and all it's doing is separating the hot and humid air on one side, cooler and drier air on the other. And what it will do is it'll drop down to the south here on Friday and act sort of as like a spark to set off scattered showers and thunderstorms for your Friday afternoon. Out ahead of it, all these deep areas of red indicating the high temperatures today that were well into the 90s, even up in northern New England as well, and officially made it to 93 degrees this afternoon. This dark green represents high dew points, very high humidity. I mean, to have 93 degrees this time of year with a dew point of 72, it's just ridiculous as far as the comfort factor and how hot it feels, what we call the heat index. It's pretty early in the season. All right, we take a look at the forecast. We're going to watch the time bar. We're going to start off at 7 o'clock this evening. It's a warm and humid night. We'll watch for storms near Worcester, but they'll stay just to our north. But the far northern part of the state this evening, we'll have to watch, keep a close eye on those storms. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., I mean, it's already in the mid-70s. I don't see much in the way of thunder or rain activity during the morning. Now, by afternoon, by no means is it cool. It's well into the 80s and very humid. And then during the afternoon and evening hours, you start to see, now this is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, showers and thunderstorms popping up through to, here we are at 7 o'clock in the evening. It's one of those deals where not every town and community gets one. Notice how somewhat void in southeastern Mass very late in the day. But the risk is there as far as some downpours and thunder, and that would coincide with the evening commute coming up for tomorrow. So for tomorrow morning, it's a quiet start in terms of thunderstorms. It's already 85 by 11 a.m. While not 90, it is very warm and very humid, well into the 80s. Scattered showers and thunderstorms likely. Some may be on the strong side, so we'll keep you updated. Beaches, some sun in the morning, chance for showers and thunder. I'm thinking here it's a very late afternoon and into the early evening hours. Boaters, be mindful of that thunderstorm risk. The second half of the day, southwest breeze turning south at 5 to 10 knots. All right, 7-day forecast, warm, humid, some thunderstorms Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Unfortunately, while not a washout, we do have to keep the chance of a passing shower or thunderstorm on Saturday. That not as hot. And I think any showers, albeit scattered and passing, would be sometime on Sunday evening. I think there's opportunities to get outdoors on Sunday with a temperature at about 84. But we'll take kind of one day at a time. And the heat continues at this hour, and watching for some storms later on.
All right.